So the 7 C's on LinkedIn, number 1 is clarity. Having clarity on what you're talking about on LinkedIn is very important. And I know as ladies, we want 100% clarity. We don't want to start if we are not 100% clear. I would suggest just start. The first time I started LinkedIn thought leadership, I was in the retail sector. And so I started talking about retail. If you go far back, you'll find my posts on retail. But then I found, no, I don't think this is what is for me. I feel like I enjoy more of helping people to bloom in terms of their professionalizing, their personal brands. So I decided to shift. So whatever you pick today, you might feel, okay, maybe I need to change it or I need to niche down a bit more. So please don't overthink it to the extent that you don't start. We like to be perfect as ladies. That's one of the problems. We want to start when we are perfect. If I may use Elizabeth as an example, she's a doctor with her school. Now, she might take too much time thinking, which one do I want to focus on? But what if she started talking about both? Then over time, she can say, okay, I think I want to narrow down to the medical side or to the school side over time. So you can still balance 2 or 3 things, but over time you can change and transform. For example, I talk about a lot about LinkedIn and personal branding, but then I found that AI is becoming a big deal in terms of supporting people in terms of doing the same, the LinkedIn and personal branding. So I found a way to start infusing, talking about AI tools and AI on my platform. So when you go to my headline, you see something about digital development. Because all this we are doing in the digital space. So it's okay to keep, and maybe next year, you might find out it differently. So it's okay, start somewhere. Don't wait until you have this perfect brand, you have this perfect niche. Just start. Just not sharing. I'm sure if you try to go back to my retail post there, just too far back, so nobody will realize. And it's okay. Just start somewhere. Then have the courage and the confidence. Just have the courage and confidence. Men don't struggle with this a lot, as ladies do. And it's okay, embrace it and say, okay, I think I have an idea of what I can talk about. Let me just have the courage to start once a week, once a month. Please don't start with every day. I'm not even there myself. I'm at 3 times a week. I started with once a month, went to once a week, and now I'm at 3 times a week. I'm toying with the idea of starting a 4th post per week, but I have to be realistic. Remember, we have full-time jobs and we have our content. You have your family, you have your friends, and you have yourself. So start with a realistic content plan. Keep it simple, just start. And then connection and community, please reach out to people, connect with them. You'll be surprised, a lot of people, even high-profile people, they just need you to send them a connection request. And if you feel this is somebody who you want to connect with further, when you're sending a connection request, especially on the laptop, it allows you to send a message together with the connection. You can customize. I don't need to have to do it for everyone, but maybe there are specific people you want to engage a bit more further, you can utilize that. Remember what we said? Once you send somebody their connection request and they accept, they become your follower. That's a tip, that's a secret of growing your following. You should clap for LinkedIn for helping us with that. Because growing organically in other platforms is very difficult. You have to fight for people to see your content and then they follow you. But LinkedIn allows you to initiate. Most ladies, even in the relationship world, we wait to be asked out. But now LinkedIn is saying it's okay. You can ask people to be your followers. Why? You are asking them to connect. So I see a lot of people following me, but they have not requested me to connect. So I usually add the connection part. Why? If you have a program or anything, you can always inbox somebody and you throw your following. Then in terms of also community, it's not just the people who follow you. This is where now you engage with people you are connected to, people you follow. Please go and identify 5 personalities that you look up to and just keep commenting. You can use, there's a notification bell on your profile, so you'll get notified. So you don't have to go through the newsfeed, you'll get notified when they post. And it has worked for me. When I started, the person I saw doing content the way I want to do it, I started engaging her on the inbox. She's in Tanzania. I don't know if you follow that Naeke Moshi. If you have ever heard of her, she's Tanzanian. I just started having a conversation with her. You'll be so surprised how many people are looking to connect with more people on a different level. But you have to be patient, just keep commenting. And when you meet people, like now I started the Friday profile series. So I did one on Patricia Itao. So that the summit I was at this week, she shared my post. So when I introduced myself, I said, and I'm the one who did a post about you. You think she'll forget me next time? So when you engage with people on LinkedIn, especially people whose accounts are not run by a department, try and target people who you feel, I think I can build a connection with this person. I can learn from this person. Ensure that once you get the notification, go and engage on their posts. Then content, the next C is content, which is very important. If you're on LinkedIn, you've done awareness check and not sharing content, you're missing out on a lot. And you don't need to share a whole thesis, a whole presentation paper. It's just a few points that you have learned. What has been on your mind in your industry, just share that. Then consistency. I did a post recently on consistency, on how to build consistency. And consistency does not equal posting every day. You have this perception, you have to post every day. If you're on Instagram, you have no other, it's just post every day. The algorithm there does not, you're not very lenient to people who don't post every day. But LinkedIn, you can get away with posting once a week, and it's enough to build a strong following, a strong personal brand. So I advocate at least once a month, but if you can get once a week, perfect. Remember, you don't have to create in real time. You can create content and schedule. Then you only now interact when now the post goes live. Most of my posts go up at 5 a.m. I don't wake up at 5 a.m. to post. I allow the tools on LinkedIn to post for me at 5 a.m. So please try to maintain a consistency so that people can also predict what you're talking about. Then you have champions. I'm so surprised that you see the opposite of negativity, you'll find a lot of people who can champion your work. And some of these people I've never met. Like I talk about a lot about Nadia Ahmed. She shared about my LinkedIn profile. I have never met her to this day, but we talk. So you'll find that there are people who will champion your work. People will consistently like what you talk about. I'm sure you do the same for others. Although most of us, they say most people on LinkedIn, just post your post, it's nice, but they do nothing about it. They don't like, they don't comment. So even for you, reciprocate. Go and like people's posts, especially if it's interesting, just go and like. If they are celebrating something, go and like. Okay? So expect to have more champions than negativity on LinkedIn. People who will champion what you're doing. And I see it a lot of people who follow me sometimes even repost and tell people to do this. I'm so amazed at that. And LinkedIn allows you to do that. And do you know when you repost somebody's post with your thoughts, it becomes your original content. If you just repost without your thoughts, it's just forwarding. But when you add your thought, it becomes like new content to the extent that if you reposted my post with your thoughts, I can be able to just come and like it and comment it as if it's your content. So don't always wait for only when you have your own content, but I still advocate, don't do more of the repost, but you can repost. But make sure, why did you repost? Have you ever seen somebody repost and you don't understand, okay, why did you repost that post? Try and add your thought. Why did you share somebody's content? And you have the advantage that it becomes your content and it can help you measure also what people are saying. Then you have coaches. Of course, that's why you're here. They are your LinkedIn coach. And a coach on LinkedIn does not have to be a paid coach. There are a lot of people sharing content about LinkedIn and personal branding online. Please utilize a lot of those. For myself, I use both LinkedIn and YouTube to learn from other people. So I'm not here to just tell you, come and I coach you. No, you can always learn from other people. Learn from other creators on LinkedIn. Learn from other coaches who are talking about how to create content.